Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I never imagined one offhand joke could flip an ordinary dinner into a moment that would replay in my mind forever. My name is Luna Bellamy, and for context, I've always been the kind of person who cracks a joke about myself before anyone else can. It's my default way of softening the room, easing tension before it has a chance to grow. Maybe that's why. Sitting across from my husband at our favorite Italian spot that night, I thought tossing out a silly line would be harmless. I took a slow sip of my rose and said, half laughing, honestly, my body count could probably pass for a small army. I chuckled, trusting the humor to carry the meaning. Across from me sat Harper Runn, my husband of 5 years. Harper's usually calm, collected, the type who doesn't let his emotions flare too high or too low. His eyes are normally warm, full of quiet amusement, so I assumed he'd laugh with me like always. But this time, absolutely nothing. He just stared, not teasing, not confused, just a cold, steady look that froze the space between us. His lips were tight, his hands stiff around his wine glass. The kind of silence that makes every clink of silverware feel like it's echoing. Harper, I whispered, "Hey, it was a joke." Still nothing. He set his glass down gently. That tiny sound felt heavier than the whole room. I could feel the air shift. I noticed the couple next to us glancing over, and our waiter pretending not to listen while definitely listening. Finally, Harper spoke. His tone was calm but sharp enough to cut. "Luna, what exactly are you trying to say with that?" I let out an awkward laugh and waved it off. "I'm not saying anything. It was just a joke, babe. Just being silly." He leaned back, and somehow that small movement made everything feel colder. "Do you understand what that implies?" he asked quietly. "That you treat your past like trophies, like it's some scoreboard." My stomach dropped. No, that's not what I meant." The pause that followed felt like it might swallow me whole. I tried to smile, tried to lighten things, but Harper's face stayed the same. Hurt, confused, a look that told me I stepped over a line I didn't realize was there. "You think joking about something that intimate in public is funny?" he asked. His voice was low, but every word landed with precision. "Does that feel appropriate for us?" His words hit me harder than I expected. I'd tossed it out like it was nothing, but his reaction cracked something open. Suddenly, every sarcastic little joke I'd made about myself over the years felt different. Heavy, careless. I reached toward his hand instinctively, but he moved his away gently. "Luna, listen," he said quietly. "I love you. I love what we have. But hearing you take something so personal, our intimacy, and turn it into a punchline hurts. It feels like a blade." I wanted to argue, joke it off, explain myself, anything to rewind the moment. But deep down, I felt the sting too. I just hadn't admitted it until now. The waiter walked by slowly, sensing the tension. The couple at the next table pretended to focus on their bread, though their ears were definitely tuned our way. I swallowed hard. "Harper, I didn't mean it like that. I honestly just wanted to make us laugh. I'm really sorry." He shook his head, not fast, not dramatic, just a slow, painful shake that said more than words. "Luna, I love your humor," he said. "I always have. You brighten rooms without trying. But sometimes the timing, the setting, the meaning behind a joke, they matter more than the joke itself. Tonight, it felt like a breach of trust. A betrayal?" I whispered. "Yes," he said quietly, "because we're partners. This," he motioned between us, "this is real. It's not something to turn into a casual line. Our pasts matter. They shape who we are and who we are together." Tears prickled at my eyes. A simple joke had opened up layers I didn't even know existed. Insecurities, assumptions, expectations we had never actually spoken aloud. For a long moment, neither of us talked. It wasn't an angry silence. It felt more like the quiet after a storm finally passes. Deep breaths, slow understanding. Then Harper reached across the table again, this time letting his hand cover mine. "I forgive you," he murmured. "Just promise me no more jokes like that. Not until we've talked about it. Not until it's something we can laugh at together, not at each other." Relief washed through me so fast my shoulders dropped. I promise, I whispered. I never meant to hurt you. He gave a small smile, warmth returning to his eyes at last. I know, and I love that about you. Just some things deserve gentleness, even in jokes. We leaned back, letting the tension melt. The room didn't feel so cold anymore. The couple nearby finally went back to their own conversation. I sipped my wine slowly, thinking about how easy it is for words to slip out and how heavy they can land. On the drive home, Harper reached for my hand. "You're lucky, Luna," he said softly. "Some people never get to fix a moment before it turns into a scar." We did. I rested my head on his shoulder, the memory of that dinner still raw, but softened by his forgiveness. Maybe lucky, I murmured, or maybe just reminded that love is more than just laughter. It's trust, respect. And in that quiet understanding, something clicked. Humor is powerful, sure, but respect is the thing that holds a relationship steady. One wrong joke can freeze a room. One honest apology can warm it again. I've never forgotten that dinner. I can still feel the moment the air shifted, the look in Harper's eyes, the truth wrapped in a silence. One simple joke about my past almost became a turning point I could never undo. That night taught me the real weight words carry, the fragile link between humor and heart, and the quiet strength of a husband who listens, really listens, before he speaks.